aka Yas Ago, and we're finna get into some money. So I wanted to talk about my timeline as a dancer. I know I'm on YouTube telling y'all on how to be the best dancer you can be, and I kind of want to just give a little bit of prior history on myself as a dancer and why I feel like I'm someone to listen to when it comes to being the best stripper you can be. So I started dancing when I was 18. I auditioned for a club in San Francisco called Hustler's Larry Flint. I mean, it was so embarrassing my first time auditioning because I was just thinking that they wanted me to twerk. I really didn't have the proper gear on. I went in like a regular outfit with like a skirt set, something like this, but it was like the bottoms of skirts instead of shorts, you know? Okay. To me because I really didn't know what to do. So imagine going to this solidified club that been out and open for years and looking a hot mess. At that time, I really did not know how to twerk. I had no rhythm. Anybody in California, anybody in Oakland, that I really did not have no rhythm. I really did not know how to dance. I had no skill. I knew no pole trick. I knew nothing. I didn't even know what to wear or how to dress. You know, I feel like I was super scared, super worried about what somebody else may think, the club owner or whatever, you know. Long story short, I did not get hired. They did not hire me there. And it's crazy because like I'm a bomb-ass dancer now. I can go anywhere, including there now, and get hired. But when you first start off, it's really a process. It's a journey just for anybody. And I just feel like I just really didn't know that it was that type of journey. Like, I just feel like now that I look on it versus when I was auditioning, it's a whole different thing. Like when you audition being a stripper, everybody be so focused on, oh, it's sex appeal, it's sex appeal, it's sex appeal. It is sex appeal. You should have sex appeal. You need sex appeal. But it's also a bigger picture. It's more to being a dancer. You know, it's an appearance. It's a look. It's a walk. It's a vibe. It's an aura. You know, I feel like when I auditioned, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know what to wear. I had nobody to show me the rope. I didn't have that was older than me, that was some bomb-ass stripper that could show me the way. I had to teach myself everything. I had to watch and learn and see, like, as a stripper, I had nobody to tell me anything. I had nobody to pave the way. And I feel like that's why I'm really helpful to girls that want to be dancers, because it's like, I know how it feels to have nobody there to show you nothing. I know how it feels to go to a club. But okay, so after that didn't work out, I continued living my little life. I really gave two fucks about being a stripper. I was just doing my own thing. Then I moved to Vegas and I wanted to like get some real money. I wanted to stop doing shit illegally and I wanted to be legit. So I had went in and I applied at Club Library Las Vegas. It is now shut down because they had a murder there. But it wasn't popping ass. It was like urban, you know, every Wednesday they did the 20K pole contest. I worked with some of the baddest strippers in the world. Some of the strippers, y'all may know them. Like, I've worked with girls that have fire coming out of their shoes. Like, working at Club Library Las Vegas really showed me the hustle, the intensity for being a dancer. It really showed me that you can make money doing this and that there are girls making money doing this. It just has to work for you. You know, just like I said, you never really know if stripping is your thing. Like I said, I gave up when they didn't hire me. I didn't trip on going around the other clubs trying to get hired. I was like, maybe stripping isn't for me. I had no rhythm. I didn't know how to twerk. But then I went to Vegas. Like I said, I gave up when they didn't hire me. I didn't trip on going around the other clubs trying to get hired. I was like, maybe stripping isn't for me. I had no rhythm. I didn't know how to twerk. But then I went to Vegas and I wanted to try it out because it's Vegas. So, you know, it's money there. So I had bought a pole and I was just practicing pole tricks. I had paid a pole teacher from Las Vegas. It was like a real legit pole teacher. I can't even remember her name, but she was one of the first awarded pole instructors from Australia. And so anybody from Las Vegas most likely knows who I'm talking about. Awarded from Australia. She worked at Sapphire for about 9 years. She was top of the line. Like, I was paying her $150 per hour for pole lessons. So literally, I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to do a spin. It was super weird at first, walking in and meeting somebody that you don't know and asking them to teach you these things. But she was super cool as fuck. She never made me feel uncomfortable. It was super dope, and that's why I continued to pay her. Yeah, I would still give her my money to this day because it was worth it. So fast forwarding, long story short, so I worked at Club Library Las Vegas up until they closed, which wasn't really long because I guess I came there at the end of their, literally them being in their last days. It was a diverse club. It was an urban club. It was more of a black club. They got shut down when that murder happened outside the club. The Las Vegas had stripped their license from them. So then after that, So after I worked in Las Vegas for that club, which was pretty cool and pretty dope, I had moved to Oklahoma, and when I came here, everything was just slower than what I was used to. So I was just like, oh, they don't really have like no big clubs, or like they don't really have no like big main events going on, you know. But I was like, maybe I could take stripping serious, like, you know. I never really made as much money as I made being a dancer until I came to Oklahoma. But then again, I never took it as serious as I took it until I came to Oklahoma, which is just the difference. Like, I could, other girls may go other places and they may take it serious, you know, but I didn't take it serious until I came to Oklahoma, and that's when I really started seeing what being a stripper was all about. So I came to Oklahoma, and the first club that I worked at, the first club that hired me from Oklahoma was Night Trips in Oklahoma City. I worked there for about a month or two, day shift, and then I just got tired of working out there because I had moved to Tulsa, so I was like driving back and forth, it was worth it because I was making money day shift, and then I would come to Tulsa to work at the landing strip, because the landing strip hired me second, but it's just to drive every day and just to, nah. So then I had stopped working at the one in the city, and then I had decided, like, let me go to the one in Tulsa and stay out there. Stopped working at the one in the city, and then I had started just coming to Tulsa all the time because that's where I was staying at mainly. And I was like, damn, I'm just gonna work the clubs in Tulsa. I got hired at the landing strip. I swear that was literally the worst club in Oklahoma, and like it may still be. But I made a good bag there, and like everyone there knows it. Like I had a great customer there. They gave me $74,000, and like the owner of the landing strip was just coming up to me and my customer, introducing himself, and he don't even do that for nobody. Like everybody knows him, and he don't give two fucks about you being there, who, what, when, where, how. But for me and for my customer, he was like, we were somebody to do that with. But yeah, so that really made me want to take stripping more serious when I seen that a customer would give me that amount of money. So I started working at Godiva's from there on. Godiva's really wasn't my thing. They're so small. Like, Oklahoma's already a small club. And, I mean, Oklahoma's already small. I feel like Godiva's was too small. Like, I don't know. Then, like, I don't know, it's really my experience, and it's no shade or like anything towards that club. I just personally feel like Godiva's is super racist, and it's not for any black girls. So I feel like if you're a black girl, I would not recommend you to work at Lady Godiva's. It's not even like, that's just me. Yeah, so then I stopped working at Lady Godiva's. I worked there for like 8 months. I was really doing decent there. But now that I know how much money I make at Night Trips, I feel like they were handling me there. Like, you know, I feel like the difference between Lady Godiva's and Night Trips is the VIP rooms, for one. You don't get to keep all your money from the VIP rooms. At Night Trips, you do. You're only paying them out $30 for a VIP. I feel like at Lady Godiva's, they had the red room, which was $345, and they only gave the dancers $210. So I just feel like it really wasn't like, nah, there's other clubs that aren't trying to pimp the girls out. And that's why I really fuck with Night Trips the most, because it's more of a diverse club for Oklahoma. And you really get your bag on your own. They're not pocket watching you all day. And when I first auditioned there, the lady told me like, oh, I'm gonna hire you. You're pretty as fuck. I just want to see if you can do something. And I was looking at her like, I'm pretty sure I can dance. Okay. But yeah, so I just feel like I stayed at Night Trips, and Night Trips is really one of my favorite clubs that I ever worked at in my life as a stripper, because yeah, they're just more diverse and more chill and relaxed, and you can like find your own rhythm as a dancer and like get yourself together. You're not really constantly focused on the club atmosphere and the club rules and what the club wants you to do. And that's how Godiva's was like the dancing dollar thing. Hell no, like, you know. So I just feel like Night Shift was just a better atmosphere for me. I definitely do not feel like it's a beginner club. I feel like working at the landing strip was a beginner club for me for this Night Trips, because the Night Trip is completely different from the one in the city. I feel like the one in the city, I don't know, maybe it's a little slower. It just wasn't really my thing. That's why I only work day shift. I feel like I would make up to $700 day shift. And then when I work out here, you could make $3,000 day shift. So I just feel like Tulsa was just more up my alley, more money, more of a vibe, and more diverse than the Night Trips in the city. And the one thing about me, like, I like working at white clubs, but I do not want to work at a white uppity club to where I do not feel comfortable walking around there. So that was a big thing for me, which is the main reason why I like dancing in Oklahoma the most. I mean, since I came to Oklahoma and been a dancer, I have branched out and danced at other clubs in Dallas, other places. I'm not really going to too much touch into the clubs in Dallas, because everybody know the clubs in Dallas for what they are. Everybody know them are black clubs, them are twerking clubs. Well, the ones that I worked at, not all of them are Dallas are like that. There are some regular white clubs that you can work at that have a real bag. I'm just not with the twerking clubs. That's not my thing. I feel like the niggas is just handling the dancers. I did work at the main club the young girls, especially the black girls, would work at. So I just feel like I worked at DG's, I worked at the Cab. I just feel like at the end of the day, I chose the white club atmosphere for me because it's more chill, like a lounge, working on my feet till 5 a.m. like in Dallas. You know, Oklahoma, my job closed at 2 a.m. You don't gotta twerk, you don't gotta do anything you don't wanna do. You can make money how you wanna make money. So I just feel like that was like, yeah, the main reason why I choose Oklahoma as my favorite state to dance in, because I cannot see myself going to another state and just setting up as well as I am in Oklahoma. But then again, I can now. Okay, but yeah, so I just wanted to give y'all a little timeline on my little dancer background. Like, I started dancing. I even started looking into the dancer atmosphere when I was 18. I literally did not take dancing serious until I came to Oklahoma, which was after I was already 21. I'm 24 now, so the past 3 years is when I've really been a dancer and accomplished everything that I did as a dancer. So I'm telling y'all now that when you first audition, it don't matter if the club rejects you. Just like I told y'all, when my first audition hired me, I had no rhythm. I did not know how to twerk. I didn't even have proper gear on. I literally was scared shitless going into that club. Literally, like, I know the feeling when girls audition and they don't know what to do, or they don't have nobody to tell them nothing or show them the way. Like I said, I didn't have a stripper that worked there before me that could tell me do this and do that, and you should do this and you shouldn't do that. Like, I had to learn everything on my own. So I just feel like if you are being a dancer, you shouldn't give up, even if you don't know how to dance on the pole. I didn't know nothing either. You know, I was just serious about doing it. I was willing to pay to do it. I was willing to invest the time. I was willing to practice on the pole. I was willing to do everything, and it paid off now for me to make the money that I make just by investing my time wisely and practicing to make it perfect. So I want y'all to remember that when y'all want to give up on yourself, maybe dancing is for you, maybe it's not. You know, maybe dancing is not for everybody. And I don't want girls watching my channel thinking that I'm going to make magic work. What the fuck? I don't make miracles. I'm just telling the girls that it possibly can work for that if you feel like this is for you. This is the obstacles that you may go through. These are the steps that you may need to take. But at the end of the day, what's for you will always be for you. If stripping is meant for you, stripping will work out for you the same way it worked out for me. So just keep that in mind. Make sure y'all check back with me. I'll be back here next week. I'm trying to post every Sunday. I know that I'm posting late this week, but next week I will be posting on Sunday. Y'all see I'm vacationing. Y'all see I'm vacationing. Okay, so make sure y'all check back with your girl Hood Barb. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll talk about this money next week.